Just the Tips.
All right, everybody, Adam and Mike, Just the Tips podcast, number 87, counting down the 10 Commandments of golf.
Yeah, dude, we're on number 4 right now.
Number 4, which is?
Thou shalt play fast.
Yes, and the question to be answered throughout the podcast, is there such a thing as too fast?
No, there's not.
There's
not.
I don't know.
This podcast actually might take longer than the two of us should go play the back nine.
There you go.
Because there's a lot to talk about.
If you're not sweating and out of breath, you're not walking fast enough?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a sport, right? We're gonna.
I got you. But
right.
Listen, we got a lot of good feedback for the first 3 commandments.
Yeah.
That'll be cool to their playing partner.
Courteous.
Righteous. Righteous. Don't steal. And leave the course in better condition than you found it.
Yeah.
But all those things kind of get summed up into fast play. Or efficient play, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Well, and that's what we're going to talk about. Like, when we're out here, and I've told my kids this, is like, do the important stuff efficiently.
Yeah.
Right? Like, get over your ball, take your practice swing, do that stuff fine, but then in between, don't be lollygagging. You call them lollygaggers. I call them something else that we can't say on podcasts. But there's times and places to make up your ground so that you don't feel rushed.
Yeah.
I will say, I'm one of those people that if my 3 other guys in my group are slow, I'm the one that's feeling rushed. They don't even care.
Yep.
So that could go back to commandment number 1, being courteous to thy playing partners, of like, hey, don't be slowing the whole group up where now I feel like I need to speed up my play and start messing up my game. So we're going to dive in today to all the ways to play fast and all the things that make people play slow.
There you go. Did you get your beard done?
I did. I see that you're not even paying attention to the podcast.
I'm mesmerized by the beard, man. I'm
you're
sorry.
You're the 4th person today that said something. So
really?
Shout out to Pugsley's.
There you go. All right. Well, listen, let's go play here's the thing, though. You and I play so fast, we can even record and take extra shots. We're that quick?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's go play quick.
All right, guys. So here's one where we can really pick up some pace, is getting off of the green quicker, right? So we're walking off of the hole right now, and we're not lollygagging. We're not putting in our scores right now. We're just walking to the next hole, all right? Throw our putter in our bag quickly and get off the green and walk over to the next hole. No dilly-dallying.
You know, it's funny. I heard something the other day. It was these Marines talking, and it was a business owner who was a Marine. And he said, he goes, when you're in the Marines, they always just told you to be going somewhere with intention.
Yeah.
Which didn't mean that you were always running, but it never meant that somebody was just kind of wandering around or things. When you were going somewhere, go there with intention. Yeah. That's what this is. We're intentionally going to the next hole.
Get to the next hole.
In a hustle. Not in a run, not in a sprint, not even out of breath.
And then write your score down there. Get all your stuff together at the tee box while the other guy's hitting.
And again, if I got honors, which I do, and I'm keeping score, which I am, I go hit my shot first, then I start marking down the scores while everybody else is hitting.
Yep.
These are just efficiencies. If I don't have the tee box, then I can go ahead and mark down everybody's score.
All right, now we're going to talk about ready golf, okay? Ready golf goes for pretty much every aspect of the game. Whoever's ready
golf
on the tee, go. All right. Yeah. And ready golf can mean a few things. It can mean whoever's ready, go. If you're ready, go. Or it can also mean be ready.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so I'm not dilly-dallying over there by my bag, getting tees out of my bag or finding another ball or something like that. It means be ready, and whoever's ready, go. So Adam's teeing off. He also has honors, but he's also ready. I'm over here getting ready. Ball is at its apex, and I'm getting to the tee box and getting ready for mine. All right? There's no dilly-dallying. I'm not over there on my phone. I'm doing my thing, getting ready to hit.
Now I'm over here off the tee, as close as I can be to my cart, but I also have good line of sight on Mike's ball. One of the things about playing fast is, if Mike loses that ball, and I don't have a good shot right down the middle, it could end up costing us more time out here looking for a ball that I could have kept eyes on.
Little things that we can do on the course Like Adam's over by his bag already, putting his head cover on. All right, I'm walking over there. I'm not going to put my head cover on, and we're just gonna move. All right, it's that simple. We're just being efficient, and we're not. And like the stuff that doesn't matter to golf, like to my game, I can be quick at, right? So that way I don't have to rush my golf stuff. I can hurry up to my ball so then I can take time over my ball. All right, those are the things that I see a lot of people do incorrectly on the golf course. And without filming other people, and without us slowing down the course to show it, we're just going to talk about it and give you those prime examples of what people do on the golf course. So right now, I think I outdrove Adam by like 80 yards, but I'm not going to go stand by his ball and talk with him and like ask him about his day. I'm going to go to my ball. If it's not directly straight in front of him, I'm going to my ball, he's going to his ball. I'm not telling him a story. I'm not like letting him finish his story before we hit either. So like those are the things that end up slowing up the golf course. I see a lot of people, and you all of a sudden you see 3 push carts over by one person's ball, and then that person hits, and then the 3 people go over to the next person's ball, and then they hit, and then the 3 of them go to the next person's ball, and then they hit, and then they walk up. That's the opposite of ready golf. That's the opposite of playing fast. We are out here to have a good time. We are out here to have fun. We are out here to make friends and to blow off some steam from the real world. But there's a time and a place to tell that story, or just stop telling the story when you're walking up to your ball, or when you have to split and go to your ball, and then pick it up after you guys hit, right? While the other person is hitting, like the third person in your group, the 2 of you can tell the story. It doesn't matter. But like these are the things that end up slowing up the golf course. And I outdrove Adam by 8 yards. Hey, how you doing back there? Okay, he's ready, he's hitting. And then I get ready and hit. I'm putting my driver head cover on now. I'm pulling 3-wood, and then we're ripping. Now, nobody's behind us today, so it's kind of nice. And we're only a twosome, but that doesn't mean that we have to play slow. Let's see how this goes. This might make it into the podcast, might not. All right, I'll leave it in there. I did just skinny that. But next is, see where Adam is right now? I hope you guys can see him in the frame. He's walking up and he's going. He didn't wait for me to hit and watch and all that stuff. He's moving, and it's walking forward with intent, going somewhere with intent. You know, he wasn't bothering me. He wasn't in my way. And we also know each other's game as well. So he knows that it doesn't bother me. There are some people that it might bother, but if that happens, if you have somebody in your group that's like that, just be like, hey, listen, I'm just trying to play ready golf. We're trying to pick up the pace here, and we're just moving, you know? That's how it goes. If it bothers them, go wider, right? Like, I don't need Adam to walk 80 yards left to not bother me. Just go wider. Right? He's going to his ball. I'm going to my ball. I'm still going to put this on. Let's see. Now, something that we also need to discuss is pre-thinking out your shots. Like, I'm outside the 150 here. I probably got 160 to the middle. I am shooting that at come on, rangefinder, 178. That pin's back. I already know the wind's in the face because I was feeling it as I was walking up. I don't need to do all those things. I just need to pick my club and go. And I'm not playing fast. I'm playing efficient. Maybe that should be the name of the commandment. Stay there. All right, we'll see where that ends up. But the name of the commandment should be playing efficient. See what Adam just did there as well? He's 80 yards up ahead of me. He stayed off on the side, and he got to his ball. I'm just crossing the 150 marker right now, and he's at his ball. Now, those of you who only listen to the podcast, we do appreciate it. I'm going to give you guys all a shout out. Thank you, everybody who listens. We found out we have a few more listeners around the country, so we appreciate it. If you are listening to us on YouTube, make sure you give a follow. Leave a comment down below. Let us know where you're listening from because we want to know. Spotify, I got all the latest episodes up, so make sure you give a listen there as well. But now I caught up to Adam. By the time he replaced his divot, I caught up to him, and now we're rocking and rolling. I'm not out of breath. I might sound like I'm out of breath because this is what I sound like when I eat. But I just move, you know? You see where I ended up? Thought I hit a good one. Might be a little long. All right, guys, so now we're gonna talk about ready golf, all right? So like I said, there's two meanings to it really. Is whoever's ready, go and play, hit your shot, and also be ready, right? Like no dilly-dallying with your glove and your phone and stuff like that.
Right.
But if you're ready, hit means it doesn't matter who's further away from the hole, doesn't matter who just, had a 7 instead of an 8, stuff like that.
Within reason.
Within reason, right? Like
I know Miss Paddock had a situation the other day where she was still chipping and the lady was in the cart off the green onto the next tee box. So you go, okay, that's getting a little aggressive. But if I'm on the green, like on the last hole, you were above the pin, I knocked it stiff. You chipped it over the green.
You didn't knock it stiff.
I was 10 feet. But you had to walk across the green, mark your ball, adjust your ball, and I want to give you that time. So I go, hey, I'm going to bring it up.
Absolutely.
I'm closer.
Absolutely.
Now, again, if this was a heavy-duty match, if this was money.
Yeah, I would say on the green is a little bit tougher just because it makes a difference, right? Like if I know you missed your birdie putt, now I don't have to get super aggressive like those things. But tee box, only thing is don't jump in front of a birdie or an eagle, something like that, right? Like
a little respect, take
respect
a breath.
the birdie.
Yeah.
But if you made a 6 and I made a 5, and you get to the tee box before me, just
Have
go.
at it.
Just go. Like I'm not sitting there waiting. You left your putter cover on the last hole. Like I'm not sitting there waiting for you. Well, just go and hit.
Yeah. Say we're playing pin in. I have this 5-footer, right?
No. Let's work from
we're still on the tee box?
All right, no, now we're in the fairway.
Okay.
Okay, so we're in the fairway. I got 160, you have 150. I gotta kind of think about maybe coming over to this bunker. I don't know what to do. And you're ready, you're in the middle of the fairway, hit the ball. Yeah. You don't have to wait for me.
Yep.
Right? So that's the one thing I was trying to talk about on the last hole.
Gotcha.
Was like, you don't have to wait uncomfortable amounts of time. Like
Yeah.
there's plenty of times when I see, especially Miss Paddock,
Yeah.
like she's super respectful about it, almost too respectful to where she's waiting a long time while
Yeah.
I'm over there trying to figure out figure out what I got to do.
Yeah.
And she's, short side, she's on the fringe here. I'm stuck in a bunker.
Yeah.
I leave one in a bunker. Now I'm all pissed off. I'm huffing and puffing, and she can chip. She doesn't have to wait for me.
Right.
And there's plenty of times where she does because it's a respectful thing to do.
Yeah.
But
unnecessary.
It's unnecessary because you don't have to wait.
We're just playing a recreational round. The other thing in
Right.
the fairway too is walking down the fairway or riding down the fairway, telling your story.
I said that on the last
when
hole.
your ball is all the way over there.
Yeah.
Like I said, you see all these folks clumped together in the middle of the
So
fairway.
I said that, but I didn't say it about carts because I said
Yeah.
because we're walking, we don't need to walk over to each other's ball.
Yeah.
Same thing with the cart. So
Yeah.
explain that.
No, so we see it all the time. 2 or 3 or sometimes 4 carts, right? And they're having a social round, and that's great. And they're riding down the fairway together, but then the one stops at the other ball to finish their story.
Yeah.
Right? And then they have to drive back or across.
Or even if you're in the same cart as the person, right?
Yeah.
Like we're cart partners.
Yep.
And I'll just drop you at your ball and you'll get your club. I'll drive over to my ball. I'm
Yeah.
not sitting here waiting to watch you hit.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm gonna go over to my ball.
But and
Right.
as the guy who's riding, and I'm usually the passenger princess, right? He drops me. We get over to the ball. I shoot it, put the rangefinder back down, grab a club or 2, and go, Mike, I'm good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
It's like, okay.
And that's in the fairway, right?
Yeah.
So that's back there. Mike, I'm good. Now I zip over to mine.
Yep.
That's 30 yards in front of his, or whatever.
30
You know what I
yards
mean?
in the woods,
Or
yeah.
honestly, it could be in between. You're in the right center of the fairway. I'm in the left center of the fairway. Leave the cart in the middle.
Yep.
I don't have to park over there by you, watch you hit, and then drive over here to me. Like, it's absolutely unnecessary that we see it way too often.
So
Way too often.
the other thing for fast golf too is everybody on the tee box or the second shot, watching where the ball goes. Even if you're not right behind it, just keeping a cursory on it. But
Yeah.
the most helpful thing in the world is I hit one, it's got a funny angle or it goes over a hill, but because you're 30 yards up and to the left,
Yeah, I got a better
you go,
angle on it.
hey, third tree on the left,
Yeah.
it's right at the bottom of
Yeah,
it.
totally.
Boy, God, does
It
that
definitely
help
helps.
and makes things go quicker.
But you can do that while you're walking or moving up also. All right, so now around the green,
Yeah.
right? So we'll talk about carts again, okay?
Mhm.
Listen, I miss left, you're in the bunker, right? I'm gonna pull over there. I'm 60 yards away. You get out, you grab your sand wedge and your putter and you say, Mike, I'm good.
yeah.
I drive away, I'm done with you.
Yeah,
You're done
I'm done
with the
for the
cart
hole.
for that hole.
Yep.
I pull the cart up over here, all right, and we'll talk about that too. I get my wedge and my putter. You don't need to come back to the cart.
Yeah.
You got all your stuff. You just saved a bunch of back and forth. I don't have to wait down there
Yeah.
to come up to my ball. You don't have to go back to the cart.
Yeah.
Efficiency, okay? So that's the one thing. And it could be vice versa, right? We
Yeah.
talked about that in the regular 10 Commandments, the original video, so go back and watch that.
Yeah.
Is if I'm in the bunker, I get out, get my sand wedge and my putter, you take the cart. Even though you're not the driver,
Right.
doesn't mean you don't
Yeah.
touch the steering wheel.
Exactly,
You know
you
what I
know?
mean? Like, there's efficiency that makes things flow so much better.
Yeah.
All right, listen, we're gonna move on. We got people behind us, so we're gonna move.
Let's go.
They're on the fairway, so we're not holding any, or they're on the tee box, so we're not holding anything up.
So, guys, one of the big things is how to enter and exit a green. The fairway's there. I'm over here. The next tee box is over there. I didn't bring my cart over here to chip it, then bring my cart over there, or have to come back and forth. I brought it over there. I left it where I'm going to exit the green. I'm going to chip on, make my putt. Maybe I'll chip in. Let's chip in for the fans. How about that, Mike? Right? Right? But long story short, though, is after I make that putt, I'm going to walk to my cart, and it's directly in line with the next tee box. This is what we talk about efficiency as opposed to speed, right? And actually, it might take me about 30 or 40 extra seconds to walk the cart to that far side of the green. But now,
Well, like for instance, right there,
yep,
I could have left my putter over here because that's kind of whatever would you'd think makes sense, but I'm not going to go that way. I put my putter over here so I can come grab it.
on your way
Just
to
the
the hole.
efficiency thing.
Yep. So, and again, one of the big things is it's about the people behind you. This goes back to number one. There's a group of foursome behind us that are moving faster than anybody I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
I told him he needs to slow down because we're trying to shoot a podcast on slow play.
But the bottom line is, get in.
What a
oh,
Sandy.
so good.
What a Sandy.
Sandy, way to be. Is when those guys are in the fairway, if you're walking in the opposite direction of where the next hole is, you're just infuriating them. And maybe not, you know, like they're gonna get like, you know, rip roaring mad. But I know when I'm in the fairway, get in. Damn it, it's a 5. When I'm in the fairway and I see the people being inefficient and walking in the wrong direction,
Yeah, it's
I'm just like, come on,
annoying.
you know? So even if it took 30 more seconds to put it over there, you clear the green quicker and more efficiently, and that's half the battle. Remember the G.I. Joe?
It's half the battle, man. Knowing is half the battle.
Joe.
Preparation is half the battle.
It is.
So we'll keep talking here, but you know, we were just getting off of the green quicker so that you have a shot for them. We're not messing with scorecards. We're not dilly-dallying in our pockets. We're getting out of the way so that they can hit. And it's called ready. Again, it's ready golf. Like we got ready to get off the green next, you know? Another thing I want to talk about real quick is the pocket thing, or like the knick-knacky thing, doing stuff in between your shots. Or you can do all your knick-knacky things when you don't have to be doing something else. In and out of the cart, grabbing stuff out of your bag, reaching in the back of the cart, all those things, like, don't be doing them when it's your turn to be hitting your shot or whatever. I see the knick-knacky stuff like way too often of like, you know, you like, say you hit right now.
Yep.
And I'm over here dilly-dallying, reaching in my bag to you know, grab a Zin or something like that. Like, no, like wait until it's not your turn to be doing something. All right, guys, I'm out here. We're on the back 9 at Wiltwick, and I'm out here by myself. Sorry, it might be a little windy. When I was in the pro shop, I saw one of the owners. He was going out on the 10th hole, and he goes, "Are you going?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was just gonna go out and play 9. I'm out here chilling." He was like, "All right, well, go ahead, because you know you're single and we're 4, and I got people out here that, you know, they don't play golf very often, so it's going to be long." And I told him, I was like, "Dude, no." I was like, "I got to film. I want to go out there and chill. I don't want to rush. I don't want to mess around." He was like, "You sure?" I said, "Yeah, man, go ahead." So those are the little things that, you know, make your club just a little extra special, when people are courteous and they're aware and they understand, you know, this the etiquette, you know. And that's what this whole podcast is about, is, you know, and that's what the 10 Commandments are about, is, you know, being courteous, being aware, things like that. So, and he even asked me on the first tee, he was like, "Are you sure?" So that way he knows that I'm in no rush. He offered, so he knows that, like, now he's not pressured. And I also know, like, he offered to me and I said no, so now I can't, you know, I can't get like mad that they're taking long. So it's kind of like this give and take kind of thing, to where if I wanted to go ahead, I had the opportunity, or now it's my choice if I want to skip a hole or not. I'm out here having a good time. Gonna play a few holes and that's it, you know. So those are the things, guys, are like little tiny pieces that go a really long way when it comes to, you know, a good day on the golf course.
So, like I said, hopefully you got some, you know, a little bit of the feels of what we're talking about while we're out on the course. We know it's probably a little bit choppy, but, you know, long story short is when you're on the course, we play all the time. We walk most of the time. We ride sometimes. Sometimes we're filming. Sometimes we got a drone out there. Yeah. But we're never slow. We're never the reason why the course is held up.
You know, and here's the thing. There might be times, this guy might be hitting up right towards us.
It's fine.
You got through. There might be times when, you know, a lot of people, a couple of guys in your group might be kind of, you know, spraying the ball and stuff like that. And you might fall behind, but make an effort to pick it back up. Don't slow down to the pace. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen that where they just like, hey, we're at a position,
just grind to
screw
a halt.
it, you know? I think you had said something about pace of play when the camera was off, that it messes up people's play when you get out of rhythm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yep. We play with a good guy, good player, but he really struggles, and he's extremely vocal about it. That when the pace of play is steady, he's got no problem. But when the pace of play grinds to a halt, it affects his score in a way that he needs to let everybody in a 3-county area know about.
Well, I said this, and this is how that conversation started, is that, like, I feel like I have muscular Alzheimer's. What did I say? Amnesia.
Yeah.
Is like, if I don't swing that club for, 7 minutes.
Yep.
Or
12
whatever
minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, sometimes.
It's like, dude, I forgot what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
So it just helps you stay in a rhythm. There is a little controversy out there of, like, playing too fast.
You brought this up. I've never heard of this before. You get one person in a cart. Well, here's what I would say too. This is not a us problem. This is a pro shop problem, right? Because, if it's a busy Saturday afternoon and you bring yourself out here and you don't have any friends and you decide that you're going to be the single that's going to try and play a 3-hour 9 or 3-hour 18 in the middle of all these foursomes, you're doing it wrong. And shame on the pro shop for not matching you up.
They
do.
Here, they do, because they want to accommodate everybody. But you're down south at Caledonia.
Oh yeah, no,
they're not letting you're getting paired up. Because of that reason. That's the reason.
Yep. Because no matter how fast you're playing, when you're playing through somebody else, that tends to slow down the whole thing.
Yeah, like at least those 3 holes or whatever it is. It's
and there, we've had podcasts before where we talk about the proper way to play through. Mrs. Paddock and I the other day executed a beautiful one in front of these guys, as a matter of fact, on a par 3 where they were all off the green. We got up there, they waved us up, we all hit it on the green, they all chipped onto the green. We made our 2 putts, got off the green, they finished their putts. We were out of their hitting way by the time they got down to the next tee box.
That's a whole other story, because like you said, it's still, there obviously is an efficient way to do it, but you're still slowing things up a little bit.
Sure.
But playing too fast. So we know a group of guys who get out here at like 6:40 in the morning and they zip around. They're done in under 3 hours.
Yeah.
Right? They're at the bar by 9:30. But sometimes they're not the first group out. They'll be the second because some other guys got here right before them.
Yeah.
And now they're playing up their butt. And they're like, you guys, like, a lot of guys will be out on the 8th hole. You're like, listen, we're still on a 4-hour pace.
Yeah.
Who cares? You're slow.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're doing 90 in the left lane. If I'm behind you and nobody's in the right of you, move over.
Yep.
Right?
Gotcha.
I just think, obviously if you're running to your ball and stuff like that, that's one thing. But, like, just play golf.
So I'd say this too,
golf.
when, there's the right way to be a good, I'd say efficiency or good pace of play coach without being a ranger or a D-bag. I'm fortunate. I play with a lot of good golfers, but sometimes good golfers are as slow as bad golfers. They really are, right? So, we play in a 16 ball, and the guy who runs the thing is like, hey guys, he's like, let's all get around the course in 4 hours today, so that way we can have a couple of beers together. There's kind of a reward at the end that we talked about in the beginning. We all kind of see if you fall a half a hole behind, like somebody in the group will verbalize it. Hey guys, we're half a hole behind. Let's pick it up.
I think that there always here's the deal. You should, at the end of every hole, turn around. When you get up to the green and you got a second when it's not your putt, turn around. If there's guys behind you, you're slow.
I think we always feel best when we find ourselves in a pocket. Like we're the only person on the hole every time. There's nobody behind us, nobody in front of us.
Or
that's ideal, but it's not. It's what we want, but it's not often going to happen.
I think 2 groups on a hole, right? Like tee and green.
Yep.
Right? Even, like par threes, it's going to be a little tougher, but not a lot of waiting. You're smooth up to your shot. These guys aren't standing behind you with their hands on their hip or anything like that. But if there is guys behind you and there's nobody in front of you,
Yep.
it's you. You're
Yep.
the problem.
That's
What did I said this to you a while back?
Yep.
Like if there's always a sucker at the table.
At the poker table,
At
yeah.
the poker table, and
And if you don't know who it is,
yeah,
it's you. So, but that's the thing is again, you can't control what the people in front of you are doing, and you certainly can't control what the people behind you are doing. You can't control what you and your foursome are doing. And just, again, you don't have to be a speed walker, but you do have to be conscientious. And, again, perfect pace of play. Most courses, 4 hours and 15 minutes. And then we can all tell our wives it took 7 hours so we can sit at the bar.
Right. And we talked about that in the full 10 Commandment episode, about what that is doing to the business here.
Business side of it.
This is a business.
Yep.
Okay. They want to make money. Now,
that's the thing you notice at the big resort courses is they just don't tolerate it because you're messing with their business model.
Yeah.
They designed something that's meant to pump 4 people through it every 10 minutes, 15 hours a day,
dude,
7 days a week.
Some of them even go down to 8 minutes.
They do, man.
8 minutes,
yep.
man.
And then, like I said, the player assistant, formerly known as a ranger, comes out and he says, "Hey, fellas, anything I can help you with today?" Nope. That's as good as hurry up.
Well, that's the first one.
First time.
Yeah, that's
Second
the first
time
one.
is, "Hey guys, notice you fell a few holes behind. Let's move it along," right?
A nice push.
Yep.
And then a third
one
one's-
is, I'm sorry guys, you got to skip this hole.
If you don't pick it up in the next half a hole,
Yep.
then you guys are gonna have to skip a hole.
And then I look and I'm like, it's not my fault. It's him. It's him.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
So here's the deal, guys. And
Listen.
another thing, last thing, and then we'll wrap it up.
All right.
Is what you were just saying. You don't have to be a speed walker. Here's the deal. You can walk slow as long as you walk efficiently, right? So, we showed on camera earlier that Adam's not standing there watching me hit. He's walking up ahead around to the side, but he's not running.
No.
He's just walking.
And I never feel like I'm putting myself in a place of danger. Although I got to be honest, when you play with better golfers, you take a little more liberties, which you probably shouldn't.
True.
And then you play with some guys of lesser ability, and you got to have a helmet on. You got to be careful.
Just don't go 45-degree angle to the right because you're going to catch one off the hosel.
Exactly.
You can go to the left though.
Yep.
But that's the whole. If you want to be leisure out here, just do it leisurely ahead of time.
Yep.
Efficiently. So to wrap up, right? Ready golf. Okay. So ready on the tee, which means
Be ready to play.
Which means you're ready to play, and also whoever is ready can go.
Yep.
Same thing in the fairway, and not going to your partner's ball with them.
Yep.
Go your own way. All right.
You
and
can
then
go your
around the
own
greens,
way.
chipping and putting. Hey, grab your putter and your wedge. Go. Hey, I'm good. Swing the cart around. Go around the greens, on the greens, ready golf as well, but also parking your cart and your push carts to the efficient way as you're leaving the green.
exit
so you're
the green.
never doubling back.
Yep.
Okay.
And again, get off that's what upsets people is they just want to hit. They just want to play.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're standing on the green going, I was 1, 2, 3, 4, oh my God, they're
Dude.
losing their mind behind you.
Dude.
And the same thing is when you get off the green, but you're still on the fringe, right? Talking to your playing partner or just in the cart 10 feet off, but you're in the hitting area. It just gets frustrating.
So there are a few times when you can not be thy courteous to thy playing partner.
Yeah.
Is when that guy does it, when he's on the green and he's just counting.
Yeah.
Fly one up there.
No,
See if he
don't do that. See if he starts moving quicker after that. I
Yeah.
got you. It's what we'd all like to do, and none of us should.
Yeah, don't do it.
Anyway,
But-
listen, excellent podcast today. We are 4 of the 10 commandments, so I'm not great at math, but I believe that's 40% of done. Yeah.
So listen, guys. I want to talk about. I want to thank everybody who's listening. Make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, YouTube,
Instagram,
and Spotify for the podcast.
and Spotify, big time.
And
Apple.
Apple.
See, you asked me the other day. I re-listened to our 10 Commandments on Apple, and it's a very nice listen without the video because I don't have to look at you again. But the
beard.
it is a good looking beard. But the YouTube is our preferred place. If you could do us a favor, get on there, like, subscribe, don't miss an episode. And bottom line is share this with your friends. Share it in a passive aggressive way to the people at the course that need it.
Hey, you're a slow player.
Yep.
Click on this video.
Yep. If you're receiving this, you're a slow player and your friends care about you.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hey, listen, thank you to the sponsors, Golf League. Buy your shirt.
Buy your shirt.
Yeah, Stars and Smoke is out now. Another drop by Mike, a vacation drop. Thanks to the Strantz courses, we got some awesome content coming up for you guys from the Mid-Atlantic states. Coming back to Todd Hill Farm, True Blue, Caledonia, and something very special we're bringing to you guys in the next several weeks. So keep a lookout for that. But really, thank you to all our partners and sponsors.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, man. Listen, this was nice. I'm beat, dude. That was a good workout this morning, but I'm tired. Need a beer and a burrito.
You done talking yet?
No.
Say, I'm Adam.
I'm Adam.
I'm Mike.
Just the tips. Burrito time.
Just the tips.